Right. Hello there. So, Jules, could you pour me a little drinky? So let's do this. I am very glad to be with you in the inaugural Perennial quiz. I know what all of you are thinking, that I should have got changed out of my gardening clothes. There was a spot of double digging going on earlier, and I've just run in to just be with you. So I would have dressed up a little bit more, but there we are. When you're in the garden, sometimes you can look a little bit underdressed. I love my garden. It's rather wonderful. It means that I can make sure that I have got all the major food groups covered. So, and it's always rather good to make sure that you're fit and healthy at all times, isn't it? And that's what Perennial is here for, really. I think I'll leave that on. To make sure that us gardeners, anybody involved with plants, is completely looked after at all times. So chin chin, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for taking part in this very first quiz, raising money for Perennial's Hort Aid 20 campaign. Chin, chin, chin. Now, for those who don't know who Perennial is, and Perennial, they are formerly the Gardeners Royal Benevolent Society, and they still are our benevolent society. They were founded way back in 1939, ironically, right in the middle of a cholera pandemic, would you believe? And back then, the whole society was specifically for gardeners, but now the charity helps anybody who works in forestry, arboriculture, turf and grounds maintenance, or growers, greenkeepers, landscapers, just anybody who's involved with plants, really. Now, in the week following the lockdown, calls to the Perennial helpline have gone up nearly 400%. So the charity has really been extending itself in its emergency practical and financial help, also with some online access to mental health support services too. So last year, Perennial helped 1,618 families, which is a 10% increase on the year before. But now the services have increased by nearly 400% with the COVID-19 pandemic, and they only anticipate that this is to continue, put my teeth in, this year and through into next. And that is why they have launched their Hort Aid 20 campaign, to ensure that nobody that needs their support falls through the net. It's really important that if you need help right now, or that you know somebody that does, please do call 0800 093 8543. That's 0800 093 8543, or visit the website at perennial.org.uk. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Perennial can help you in so many ways. They can give you advice and help you access the government support which is being put into place, help you make arrangements to reduce or delay your bill payments, including credit debts where necessary, and provide financial assistance to cover the essential items that we all need, particularly food and heating. So Perennial is here to help the horticultural industry, and we are here tonight to have some fun and help Perennial with their Hort Aid 20 campaign. So good to see everybody here. So good to see the live chat, so very buoyant. I know that we've already raised just shy of £500 tonight. So keep on pressing that donate button, keep on donating, and let's try and make sure that we can raise as much money for Perennial to help us and our industry as we can. Now, to begin, before I lay out the rules, I would just like to say a very special shout out to a lovely lady who's celebrating a very special birthday today. So happy 50th birthday to Michelle Swainston. And I hope your husband, Phil, the corporate partnership manager at Perennial, is giving you an extra special evening. So happy birthday, Michelle, and a little bit of a drink to you. There we go. Has everybody got their drinks? Bottoms up. And remember, always drink responsibly. So grab a paper and pen. Have you got them ready? Just about to lay out the rules. The first rule of quiz night is remember that I'm the quiz mistress, and I might not always be right, but my word will always go. So my rules are king, okay? So I'm your quiz mistress. Now, the quiz, it consists of 5 rounds of 10 questions. And at the end of every single round, there's a little bonus horticultural question from me. I like to call it my Latin round. So as we go through the rounds and the questions, jot down your answers. And then later, I will read out the answers for you to mark them. After 3 rounds, there will be a very quick break. Time to get a drink. Getting through mine rather quickly. Have a little comfort break. And then after that break, I will read out the answers to rounds 1 to 3. After the break, we'll then go on to our final last rounds, after which I'll read out the answers to these rounds, okay? So there will be 3 rounds coming up just as soon as we begin. Please make a donation to Perennial on the link below, and just have a think about how much would you actually donate? How much would you pay for a pub quiz? You know, a £5. So please donate that £5, but then think about how much money you might pay for drinks during your pub quiz. So just have a think about how much you can afford, and please donate. Perennial are here to help all of us in horticulture. No Googling whatsoever. Everyone just write your answers down and you can mark yourselves later on. And please feel free to keep on using that lovely live chat on the right hand of my screen. But no answers, please. And Perennial have asked me to keep it clean, that you should keep it clean, but you know, just don't get too sweary is what I would say. Okay, and so we are about to begin. Are we ready? A little bit of a soup's on, a little bit of a toast to you. Get ready to go. We're about to go into the general knowledge round. Okay, so here we go. Which motorway question number 1, the general knowledge round. Question number 1, which motorway service area was the first to be opened in Britain? Do you know? Do you know? Sure, lots of you spent a lot of time in it, actually. Which motorway service area was the first to be opened in Britain? Yes, Andrew Wilson, eyes down. Come on, Tim, eyes down. Question number 2. In which year did Tony Blair become Prime Minister of the UK? Do we know that? Hi, Life and Soul, nice to see you. Hello there, Chris. Hello there, David Lewis. Nice to see you. Dan Riddleston, easy questions, please. Can't wait for my Latin questions, I tell you. So, question number 2. In which year did Tony Blair become Prime Minister of the UK? Question number 3. Who wrote the novel Treasure Island? That's an easy one, isn't it? Do we know the answer to that? Let's see. More wine, yes, Ross. Good idea. Question number 3. Who wrote the novel Treasure Island? And straight into question number 4. What is the name of the cocktail that was named after the city in which it was invented by the barman at the famous Raffles Hotel in 1915? Little drink for me. Make sure you drink responsibly. Quiz mistress, my rules. Another little drinky. Okay, so number 4, what was the name of the cocktail that was named after the city in which it was invented by the barman at the famous Raffles Hotel in 1915? And straight into question 5. Whose advertising was based around the catchphrase, "It does exactly what it says on the tin"? You know that one, don't you? Enjoying your G&T, Shida Durabji? Glug glug, Andrew Wilson. So question number 5. Whose advertising was based around the catchphrase, "It does exactly what it says on the tin"? Question number 6. The new shekel is the currency of which country? Anybody know that? The new shekel. The new shekel is the currency of which country? And straight on to question 7. How are we doing? David Emanuel, together with his wife at the time, Elizabeth Emanuel, designed which famous person's wedding dress in 1981? Do we know that one? Robert Grimstead. My cousin was the bloke in the advert. Blimey, so you know the answer to that one, don't you? Then what does it say on the tin? Does exactly what it says on the tin. Anyway, question number 7, back to that. David Emanuel, together with his wife at the time, Elizabeth Emanuel, designed which famous person's wedding dress in 1981? Question 8, which is the only letter in Scrabble to have a value of 5 points? That's 5 points. Scrabble. Anybody play Scrabble? I love a game of Scrabble. I have to be honest, I do enjoy a game of Scrabble. It's the go-on game that my children do enjoy playing. So that was question 8. Which is the only letter in Scrabble to have a value of 5 points? Straight on to 9. Who was on the back of a £10 note directly before Charles Dickens? So that's before Charles Dickens. No, Richard Lawton, I'm not slowing down, please, between the questions. No, 7 seconds between each question. That's all Perennial have allowed me. 7 seconds. So question number 9. Who was on the back of a £10 note directly before Charles Dickens? And straight on to question number 10. What star sign would you belong to if you were born, and I wonder if anybody was born, on October the 29th? Star sign on October the 29th. Anybody born in October? End of October? Do you know? David, these are hard questions. There you go. If they were easy, it'd be boring, wouldn't it? It really would. So, Helen Waddington, were you actually born on October the 29th? Shh, don't tell anybody the answer. So, question number 10, the last question before my bonus quarter question in round 1. What star sign would you belong to if you were born on October the 29th? And straight into my Latin question. So, the bonus Hawk question. What's the Latin name of the robust biennial originating from the Mediterranean, which has large, spiny, dark green leaves with prominent white veins and purple flower heads in the second year? The common name is milk thistle. So that's the bonus horticultural question there. I will repeat just this once for you, Katie, question number 9. Who was on the back of a £10 note directly before Charles Dickens? That was question number 9. And now we are straight on to round 2, which is the music round, my favourite round always in a quiz. This is the music round, so we're going to go straight into this. Round 2, the music round. Question number 1. What is the singer Adele's surname? Well, I could actually start singing some Adele songs, couldn't I? No, perhaps not. I'll be rolling in the deep if I start doing that, won't I? I really would. Perennial would absolutely not be happy, and I would probably crack my computer screen. So nope, I won't start singing, and I won't start warbling for you. So question number 1, what is the singer Adele's surname? And then we'll go into question 2. What is the highest selling single of all time in the UK? Highest selling single of all time in the UK. We could play a bit of karaoke, couldn't we, Rocky Coles? No. I'm not going to sing. Not yet. We'll see. Might take me in a second. Who knows? So question number 2. What is the highest selling single of all time in the UK? Straight on to number 3. David Bowie sang about life on where? Where was that? It's terrible when I know the answers sometimes. I just want to say them. I can't say them. It would spoil all the fun, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll just have a little drink. Quite a good drinking game, this, isn't it? Right, so there we are. So question number 3, David Bowie sang about life on where? And straight into question 4. Who had a 1984 hit with I Want to Know What Love Is? You know, that song. I want to know what love is. And I can't. Terrible. That's terrible. Andrew Wilson, you'd be a better singer of that than me. Sing it in an operatic style. So who had a 1984 hit with I want to know what love is? There we are. Terrible voice. Good Lord. Never mind. We're all friends here, aren't we? Question number 5. The following opening lyrics are by the band Queen, but can you identify which song they have been taken from? I've paid my dues time after time. I've paid my dues. So, yeah, so Jules is staring at me saying, stop singing. The following opening lyrics are by the band Queen, but can you identify which song they have been taken from? I've paid my dues time after time. So that's question number 5. We'll be moving on to question number 6. Now, who performed the theme music to the 2015 James Bond film Spectre? Does anybody? That's a hard one. I don't think I know. I get them all muddled up. Any James Bond films out there? Any James Bond fans out there? Anybody a fan? What about you, Dan Riddleston? You're quite James Bond-esque, aren't you? So maybe you know the answer to that one. Question number 6. Who performed the theme music to the 2015 James Bond film Spectre? Helen Waddington knows it. So question number 7. What are the names of Beyonce and Jay-Z's twins? Cool, that's quite current, isn't it? So yeah, we all know about that. So yes, love Beyonce. Love Jay-Z as well, actually. Lots of people don't know. Katie Ellis is a fan of Daniel Craig. So what are the names of Beyonce and Jay-Z's twins? And going on to question 8, can you identify the rock band from the first names of the members of the original lineup? Roger, Pete, Keith, and John. Dan, you might know that, Dan Riddleston. You're a massive music fan. I know that. So, yeah, let's have a look. Do we know? One of them is called Vodka and the other is called Chicago, says Kelly Fowler. Can you identify the rock band from the first names of the members of the original lineup? Roger, Pete, Keith, and John. That was question 8. So we're going now on to question 9. In which year did Blondie have a #1 hit in the UK with Heart of Glass? Heart of Glass, glass. Do we know what year? Blondie, Heart of Glass. What year was it? Botanical Garden knows that one. And going straight on to question number 10. What is the stage name of singer Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanotta? What is her stage name? Surrey Green Lane Tours. Jordan Cat, I love your plants. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Very nice drink. Drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. So, question number 10. What is the stage name of singer Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanotta? What's the name? And then we go on to my bonus hawk question. So here we go. This is my little Latin question. Which popular repeat flowering climbing rose with blooms of golden yellow was bred and named by Dr. Walter E. Lammerts in 1956? Does anybody know the answer to that? Throw those on the floor. And now we'll go on to round number 3. Did you get my little bonus Latin question then? Let's see. So we go on to round 3, history and geography round, toughie, I think. So question number 1, which European country has the longest coastline? Which European country has the longest coastline? Do we know the answer to that one? Drink responsibly. So there we go. Question number 1, history and geography round. Which European country has the longest coastline? And straight on to question number 2. Prior to the Second World War, by what name was the First World War known? So I'll just say that again. Prior to the Second World War, by what name was the First World War known? I might stick my little glass. Oh, thank you. Look at that. That's lovely. Oh golly, and that is actually real wine. I'm knocking back not real wine. I think I'll stick to the not real wine for now. Okay, so going straight on to question 3. Question 2, just so you know, prior to the Second World War, by what name was the First World War known? Question number 3 is, which is the largest of the Greek islands? Which is the largest of the Greek islands? Going to my little old lady glasses now. Eyes are getting tired. So question number 3, which is the largest of the Greek islands? Does anybody know that? Okay, straight on to question. Keep helping ringing in the drinks, Jules, and get her sozzled. No, don't. I want to keep you entertained. Question number 4. Henry VIII had 2 of his wives executed. Anne Boleyn was one, but can you name the other? Anne Boleyn was one, but who was the other one? Let's have a look. Do we know? Anybody know the answer to that one? So question number 4, just to quickly repeat for you. Henry VIII had 2 of his wives executed. Anne Boleyn was one, but can you name the other one? Question number 5, history and geography. In which country are the Angel Falls the highest waterfalls in the world? Do we know that? Anybody good at history and geography? It's not my forte, I have to say. I always struggle with these. Yep. Oh, Helen Waddington, you know the answer to a lot of these, don't you? In which country are the Angel Falls the highest waterfalls in the world? Straight on to question 6. Which member of the British royal family was murdered by the IRA in 1979? That's a harder one. Anybody know the answer to that one? Question number 6. Which member of the British royal family was murdered by the IRA in 1979? Do we know the answer? Straight on to question number 7. The monument in the City of London is a monument to which event? Do we know that? Do we know the answer to that one? Just looking for a glass. Any old glass will do me right now. Okay, so question number 7. The monument in the City of London is a monument to which event? Straight on to question number 8. In which country was Greenpeace founded in 1971? In which country was Greenpeace founded back in 1971? That was the year that I was born, revealing my age here. So the year I was born, Greenpeace was founded, but in which country? Do we know? Pip Hocking, making me laugh. Jules hasn't got his dicky bow on at the moment. No, he hasn't. My waiter is letting me down. It's terrible. Katie Ellis took her kids there 3 years ago, the country where Greenpeace was founded in 1971. Straight on to question number 9. Which iconic structure began its construction in California in January 1933? That's impossible, isn't it? Who knows the answer to that? Not me. No way. I don't know the answer to that one at all. Which iconic structure began its construction in California in January 1933? I've got no idea. Really have got no idea. Straight on to question number 10. And this is the last question, apart from my bonus Latin question, in round 3. Question number 10. Which food of the gods was said to give humans immortality? Which food of the gods was said to give humans immortality? Do we know the answer to that one? Let's have a look over on the live chat. Anybody know? I think that's quite easy. I think I know that one. So for one last time, question number 10, which food of the gods was said to give humans immortality? And then we go straight on to my bonus horticultural question. So here we go. What foul and fragrant plant, dubbed the corpse flower, saw crowds flock to Kew Gardens in 1996 when it flowered for the first time in decades, even though when it was in bloom, the scent was of rotting flesh? Blimey, do we know the answer to that one? Got glasses everywhere, look. So drink responsibly, everybody. Make sure you drink responsibly through lockdown. Oh, okay. So we're going to have a little bit of a quick break now. So there we go. You've got 5 minutes to get another drink. Shall I get another drink? Oh, I've got lots of lovely glasses to choose from here. A little bit more of my cocktail, I think, splashing it all over the room. There we are. So we'll have a quick break now. You've got 5 minutes. Get some more snacks, go to the loo, get another drink. I hope you've enjoyed the quiz so far. Please remember that all proceeds help the people keeping Britain beautiful who find themselves in hard times, especially now. So please donate. If you haven't done so already, please do click on the link below to donate. I hope you're enjoying it so far. We've got 5 minutes of my chit-chattery. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about Perennial. Keep on dropping booze all over the place here. Let's have a look. So yes, I know that's a very good idea. So thank you, Jules. But I'm just going to read this out here now. To find out about how Perennial can help during the crisis, visit perennial.org.uk/coronavirus. And it would be great if you could subscribe as well to this channel, just letting us know all your details so that we can let you know when the next quiz is happening, what we can be doing to help Perennial, how they can help us. Just please subscribe and just let Perennial know that you are around, and let them know your details. That would be fantastic. Oh my goodness, Jules, that's fabulous news. The total now for the quiz, we've gone up to £1,400. So thank you, wonderful people, for donating. That's so lovely. The total now is £1,400. It'd be great if we could get it up a little bit higher, wouldn't it? Just have a think. Your donations could buy £5, could buy a voucher for household essentials such as basic pillows or cleaning products, especially after people in the horticultural industry might have found themselves homeless. £10 could buy a child's school lunches for a whole week. £15 could buy an energy voucher for a gas or electric meter. £20 could be emergency cash or a week's bus pass to get to and from work. £50 could pay for a lifeline to be installed, offering peace of mind to an elderly or disabled service user. £100 could cover the cost of one night's accommodation for a client accessing specialist cancer treatment not available locally. I can't tell you how much Perennial do for our industry. Anybody involved with plants, be you in landscape, be you a greenkeeper, be you a nursery woman or man, be you a head gardener, you know, we've raised £1,400 at the moment. And it would be wonderful if we could raise as much as possible just to help other people in our industry. And we ourselves never know when we might need Perennial's help. That's the very truth of it. Us in horticulture, we've no idea when we might need Perennial's help. So £1,400 at the moment. Let's try and get that fundraising effort a little bit even more galvanized. Think about how much you'd spend on your drinks if you were at the pub tonight. Just have a think. I've got loads of drinks here. Drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. Just make sure you drink responsibly. Oh, lovely. Drink responsibly. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. So there we are. Just make sure we're all, yes, Andrew, very good. No cheating in this break. No cheating at all in this break, please. So don't be going on Google. don't be looking at any of the answers online. We're going to go straight into the answers as soon as we get back from our little break here. So then you'll be able to work out exactly how many you've got right and how many you've got wrong. It would be great if you could share how many you've got right and how many you've got wrong on the live chat. That would be wonderful. So we can see if we've got a standout winner that way. So that would be wonderful. Tim Howell, you're saying that it's World Naked Gardening Day on Saturday. Is it really? World Naked Gardening Day on Saturday. Oh, that's one for me and Jules to get involved with, isn't it? That's so funny. World Naked Gardening Day is started to be promoted tomorrow, says David from Perennial. Oh, that's going to be fun, isn't it? Tim, have you got naked for Perennial? Let's see. World Naked Garden Day starting tomorrow. So has everybody got their drinks? Has everyone got their snacks? Because we're revving up now to get on to the second phase of the quiz. Is everybody enjoying it so far? Might have a little bit of an olive. Little olive. Snacks. Lovely. Oh, goodness, yeah. We go live, don't we, on Saturday? On My Real Garden, my personal project. We're doing over our garden in real time. And every single day on Instagram, we go live. That's an awfully good way to put the people that I'm trying to encourage to garden off for life, isn't it? If it's World Naked Gardening Day on Saturday and I turn up naked, my word, that would not be good at all. Be fun. Oh, Tim Housey, check his Instagram and his Twitter on Saturday. Oh, I'll certainly be doing that. Yeah, Ricky Coles, are you doing some pricking out? Let's have a look. Let's make sure to like and subscribe, please, to Perennial's channel. That would be so good, because then we can let you know when the quiz is starting. So don't forget, whilst we're all chatting here and having a lovely time, do like and subscribe to Perennial's channel here on YouTube. That would be marvellous. It would be marvellous if you could do that. Just let us know where you're from and make sure that you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel on Perennial. Lovely. Good. Are we ready? Is everybody sitting quietly and ready to go? Alison Thurkos think it'd be great if I was naked with a berry on Instagram on my Saturday live at My Real Garden. I don't know about that, but we're going to go. Are we all ready? Thumbs up. Are we ready? Are we ready for the answers? Here we go. Let's go. The Packers are ready for the answers. So here we go. Answers for rounds 1 to 3 coming up. Round 1 answers. Get your pens ready. I've got my Perennial pen here, so tick them off as you go through. Number 1 of general knowledge. Which motorway service area was the first to be opened in Britain? Well, the answer, of course, was Watford Gap. Watford Gap. That was the answer to question number 1. Question number 2. In which year did Tony Blair become Prime Minister of the UK? Who got 1997? Did you get 1997? Meanwhile, hello there to Debbie, Jordan Cummings' mum, key worker. Hi, Debbie, Jordan Cummings' mum. So who wrote the novel Treasure Island? Of course, it was Robert Louis Stevenson. Robert Louis Stevenson. Question number 4. What is the name of the cocktail that was named after the city in which it was invented by the barman at the famous Raffles Hotel in 1915? Singapore Sling. Of course it was. Adam Fajani's got 2 out of 2. Botanical Gardener, so close but not winning it. So question number 5. Whose advertising was based around the catchphrase, "It does exactly what it says on the tin"? Ron Seal, of course it was Ron Seal. So who got that one? That was easy. So question number 6, the new shekel is the currency of which country? Israel. It was Israel. Yes, Kelly Fowler, you got it. Brilliant. So David Emanuel, together with his wife at the time, Elizabeth Emanuel, designed which famous person's wedding dress in 1981? Of course, it was Princess Diana. Boom, says Robert Grimstead. Fantastic. Question number 8. Which is the only letter in Scrabble to have a value of 5 points? It's K. The answer to that one is K. Did you get that one, Phil Tremaine? Andrew Wilson, Adam must be Googling, he says. So question number 9, who was on the back of a £10 note directly before Charles Dickens? Well, it was Florence Nightingale, wasn't it? Florence Nightingale. And what star sign would you belong to if you were born on October the 29th? Well, it would be Scorpio, wouldn't it? And the answer to my bonus horticultural question, what's the Latin name of the robust biennial originating from the Mediterranean, which has large, spiny, dark green leaves with prominent white veins and purple flower heads in the second year? Its common name is milk thistle, and its Latin name is silly bum Mariana. So there we are. The Packers are smashing it. That's good. Oh, but then it all went wrong. Sorry about that. Maybe you're getting a bit silly bum. Let's see. So round 2 answers the music round. What is the singer Adele's surname? Adkins. That's her surname, Adele Adkins. Adkins. What is the highest selling single of all time in the UK? Candle in the Wind by Elton John. 8 out of 10 so far from Tony Brown. 8 out of 10 for James King. 4 out of 10 for Surrey Green Lane Tours. Blimey. So who had, David Bowie sang about life on where? That's question number 3. Life on Mars, wasn't it? That was an easy one. Question number 4, who had a 1984 hit with I Want to Know What Love Is? Foreigner. It was Foreigner. Lots of people getting 8s, lots of people under 8. Oh, Tim Howe's got 9 out of 10 so far. I think you're doing the best, Tim. So that was the answer to number 4. Who had a 1984 hit with I Want to Know What Love Is? It's Foreigner. Question number 5. The following opening lyrics are by the band Queen, but can you identify which song they have been taken from? I've paid my dues time after time. We are the champions. We are the champions. Number 6. Who performed the theme music to the 2015 James Bond film Spectre? Sam Smith. The writing's on the wall. There we are. What are the names of Beyonce and Jay-Z's twins? That's question number 7. Well, it's Rumi and Sir. I wouldn't have known the answers to that one. I wonder if anyone got that one. So those are the twins' names, Rumi and Sir. S-I-R. Number 8, can you identify the rock band from the first names of the members of the original lineup? Roger, Pete, Keith and John. The Who. That's that one. So in which year did Blondie have a number 1 hit in the UK with Heart of Glass? That's question number 9, or Heart of Glass, depending of where you are in the country. Well, that year was 1979. What is the stage name of singer Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta? Do you know that one? Lady Gaga, of course. It was Lady Gaga. And my bonus horticultural question, which popular repeat flowering climbing rose with blooms of golden yellow was bred and named by Dr. Walter E. Lammerts in 1956? It's a little bit Latin, and it is Rosa Golden Showers. Rosa Golden Showers. So straight on to round 3, the answers to history and geography. Question number 1, which European country has the longest coastline? Norway. That's the answer there. We keeping up? We keeping up? Prior to the question number 2, prior to the Second World War, by what name was the First World War known? It was called the Great War, but we will accept World War. So it was called the Great War, but we will accept World War. Which is the largest of the Greek islands? Well, the answer to that one is Crete. Henry VIII had 2 of his wives executed. Anne Boleyn was one. Can you name the other? It was, of course, Catherine Howard. That was the answer to question number 4, Catherine Howard. Question number 5, in which country are the Angel Falls, the highest waterfalls in the world? The answer is Venezuela. Did anybody get that? Venezuela. Question number 6, which member of the British royal family was murdered by the IRA in 1979? The answer to number 6 is Lord Mountbatten. Question number 7. The monument in the City of London is a monument to which event? A monument to which event? Well, it was the Great Fire of London. Oh dear, people are only getting 3s, goodness. Never mind, it's the taking part that counts. So question number 8. In which country was Greenpeace founded in 1971? In which country was Greenpeace founded in 1971? The answer is Canada. Canada. Question number 9. Which iconic structure began its construction in California in January 1933? Well, the answer is the Golden Gate Bridge. Did we get that one? The Golden Gate Bridge. Question number 10. Which food of the gods was said to give humans immortality? Ambrosia. Ambrosia. And of course, my bonus horticultural question, what foul and fragrant plant, dubbed the corpse flower, saw crowds flock to Kew in 1996 when it flowered for the first time in decades, even though when in bloom, the scent was of and is of rotting flesh? Little bit of Latin for you. It is Amorphophallus titanium. Amorphophallus titanium. There we are, a little bit of Latin for you. So let us know what your scores add up to. What did you get? You've got 30 questions there, 3 of the bonus horticultural questions, so you could have 33. So how much did you get out of 30? If you didn't get my cheeky latter questions, that doesn't really matter. So there we are. How many have we got? Tim Howell, 21 out of 30. Let me see your scores. What are the scores on the doors? David Lewis, 11 out of 11 for that round. Very, very good. Are all these plant questions going to be innuendos? Alex Cairns asked. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, so now we're going on to round 4, the sports round. Here we go. Are we ready? 24 out of 30, Paul O'Sullivan. That's blooming good. 4 out of 11, Julia Thompson, 6. 23 out of 33, Janine Woodward. Scores are doing well. But we're about to buckle up because we're going to play some sports questions. Here we go. Round 4, the sports round. Question number 1. In which sport could you win the Davis Cup? Do we know that? Dan Riddleston is excited about the sports round. In which sport could you win the Davis Cup? Really interested to see what people got in these scores. Some have done better than others, I think it would be fair to say. So question 1 in the sports round, in which sport could you win the Davis Cup? Question number 2, how many gold medals did Mo Farah win at the 2012 Olympics? Mo Farah, 2012 Olympics. How many gold medals did he get? Let's see. Don't forget, in between writing your questions and answers down, that do press subscribe and don't forget to donate. Keep on donating. So how many gold medals did Mo Farah win at 2012 Olympics? Question number 3. In snooker, what score is generally accepted to be the maximum score in one break? In snooker, what score is generally accepted to be the maximum score in one break? Do we know that one? What's the maximum score in one break in snooker? Okay, so that was question number 3. So we'll go straight on to question number 4. So checkout, oche, and Robin Hood are terms used in which sport? Robin Hood. Didn't know there was a term called Robin Hood in sport. Do we know the answer to that one? Checkout, oche, and Robin Hood are terms used in which sport? Do we know? Question number 5. How long is a rugby union match excluding stoppage time? People will know that, won't they? Jules, are you over there just Googling all these answers, or are you writing them down, I wonder? Question number 5. How long is a rugby union match excluding stoppage time? Do we know? Straight on to number 6. Which US cities are home to the Lakers basketball teams? Which US cities are home to the Lakers basketball teams? Let's have a look. Right, question number 7. In polo, what is a period of play called? In polo, what is a period of play called? Let's see. Do we know that? That was question number 7. In round 4, the sports round. A few more questions here and then straight on to round 5. And then we're done for the night. Keep on donating, keep on subscribing to the channel here. So question number 7, in polo, what is a period of play called? Straight on to question number 8. Which is the only city to have held the Summer Olympic Games on 3 occasions? 20 so far, Alison Thurgold. That's good. Andrew Wilson, time for more drinks. I think you're right. Let's have another little drink here. Oh, drinky, drinky. Drink responsibly. Good, 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 good. So question number 8. Which is the only city to have held the Summer Olympic Games on 3 occasions? Straight on to question 9. Leaky Ringer, Leaky, L-E-A-K-Y, Ringer, R-I-N-G-E-R, is an anagram of one of the UK's most famous footballers of all time. Who is it? I'll read that out again, just so you can write down the letters. Leaky Ringer, L-E-A-K-Y, Ringer, R-I-N-G-E-R, is an anagram of one of the UK's most famous footballers of all time. Who is it? Yeah, Jane Davidson, you saying you're rubbish on sport. Me too. Terrible at sport. So there we are. So that was question number 9, an anagram of one of the greatest footballers of all time, Leaky Ringer. Question number 10. How many runs are scored in a maiden over? Do we know that? Phil Swainston, have I sorted my live chat problem? Don't be worrying about that. Just make sure that you are giving your wife, Michelle, a wonderful 50th birthday. Michelle Swainston, get him sorting you out, not the live chat problem out. It's your 50th. Oh, I don't know. So question number 10. How many runs are scored in a maiden over? And straight on to my bonus horticultural question. Which saint is the patroness of gardeners, horticulture, florists, brides, and brewers? Do we know that? Do you know the answer to that? Which saint is the patroness of gardeners, horticulture, florists, brides, and brewers? Do you know the answer to that? Okay, so that one gets thrown on the floor. Now this is the last round. The last round, round 5, is TV and film. How are we doing so far? Everybody with me? Everybody enjoying ourselves? Shall we have another little drinky? Drink responsibly. Last round, and then we'll whip through the answers. There we go. So here we are. TV and film round. Number 1, what was the name of the character played by John Travolta in that film, the fantastic film, Pulp Fiction? Do we know the answer to that? Not a clue about saints, says Alex Kearns. Becca Rooney, time for bed. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Number 1, what was the name of the character played by John Travolta in the film Pulp Fiction? And straight on to question number 2. Which light entertainment comedy series was set in a fictional village called Walmington-on-Sea? Walmington-on-Sea. Here we go. Mr. Plant Geek, 13 out of 30. Golly. It's not so true on your rude botany quizzes, is it? My goodness me, you're very clever. Your quizzes are really difficult too. So question number 2, TV and film. Which light entertainment comedy series was set in a fictional village called Walmington-on-Sea? Okay, straight on to question number 3. Which UK TV game shows have been hosted by each of the celebrities listed? Here we go. Richard O'Brien, Ed Tudor-Pole, Stephen Merchant, and Richard Ayoade. Can't say that. Richard Ayoade. How do you say that, Jules? Ayoade. Richard Ayoade. Ayoade. Apologies. So which TV game shows have been hosted by each of the celebrities listed? Quite a tough one. Richard O'Brien, Ed Tudor-Pole, Stephen Merchant, and Richard Ayoade. There we are. So we go straight on now to question number 4. Oh, we just finished this. Absolutely so sad that it's gone now. So, but Jules and I have been binge watching this. How are Jon Snow and Daenerys related in Game of Thrones? How are they related, Jon Snow and Daenerys, in Game of Thrones? Do we know that? Do we know the answer to that one? Phil Tremaine knows one. That's good. Let's have a little look. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, so question number 5. What was the last black and white film to win the Oscar for Best Picture? What was the last black and white film to win the Oscar for Best Picture? That's a tricky one. I wouldn't know the answer to that. I think we'll go for the real wine now. Drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. Here we go. Question number 5. What was the last black and white film to win the Oscar for Best Picture? Straight on to question number 6, which follows on from question 5. What year did this film win the award? There we are. That's quite tough, that one. Following on from question number 5, which year did this film win the award? Can't believe anyone will get that one right. Can't believe that one. It's too difficult. So here we go. You should get this one. Some of you will get this one. Question number 7. Who played the iconic film character Ellen Ripley in the Alien series? Some of you will get that one. You will. Question number 7. Who played the iconic film character Ellen Ripley in the Alien series? There we are. Let's see. You must know that one. That's an easier one. Going straight on to question number 8. This is so easy. You should be ashamed of yourself if you don't get this one. What was the surname of Del Boy and Rodney in Only Fools and Horses? That's an easy one, isn't it? Surely. That's an easy one. Question number 8. Phew, says Sherry L. Got one. What was the surname of Del Boy and Rodney in Only Fools and Horses? Straight on to question number 9. Which fictional country is Black Panther set in? Which fictional country is Black Panther, the film Black Panther, set in? Do we know that one? Let's see. Let's see if you know the answers to that one. I hope you're totting up your scores, because before we finish, I would love to know how many we got out of 55. There's 50 in the rounds, but 55 with my bonus Latin questions. So the last question in round 5, question number 10, before my bonus horticultural question. In which year was Coronation Street first broadcast? In which year was Coronation Street first broadcast? Let's see. Do we know the answer to that one? I hope you're tossing them up before you go. So here we go. I've got to tell you, just had a little news flash from Jules over there, my other half, that our total is now £1,900. £1,900. Wouldn't it be great if we could get to 2,000 tonight? Be so wonderful if we could get to 2,000 on the very first quiz night for Perennial in aid of Horte 20. It would be so good. So wonderful. Just think. So that was question number 10. In which year was Coronation Street first broadcast? So there we go. And we go straight on to my bonus horticulture question, a Latin question. Which bramble, named by William Hemsley and valued for its vivid white winter branches, has been awarded the Royal Horticultural Society's Award of Garden Merit? Do we know the answer to that one? I'll read it out again. How are we doing? So there we go. Andrew Wilson, more like a history round. Was a bit, wasn't it? A film round. A bit like a history round. You'll know the answer to my last question, though. The bonus horticultural question, Andrew Wilson. Which bramble, named by William Hemsley and valued for its vivid white winter branches, has been awarded the Royal Horticultural Society's Award of Garden Merit? So we'll go straight on to the answers to the last two rounds. Here we go. So the first question, it's the first round, sorry, is round 4, totting up your answers because I want to know what your scores are. It would be really good if you could let us all know what you got out of 55. You can donate at the bottom of the screen, apparently, so keep on donating. Be great if we could get to £2,000 before the end of the evening. Nearly there. Stick with us. Don't forget to subscribe. That would be great. So keep on going, keep on going. We're here at the same time next week, so here every week at Tuesday, and I'll let you know, hold on, who the fantastic next host will be. So I'll let you know at the end, so that's exciting. But the answers to the last 2 rounds, here we go. Round 4 answers to the sport questions. Number 1, in which sport could you win the Davis Cup? Do you know? Tennis. Did you get that one? Question number 2, how many gold medals did Mo Farah win at the 2012 Olympics? Well, he got 2, so that was 2. Question number 3 in round 4, sport. In snooker, what score is generally accepted to be the maximum score in one break? Now, here we go. It is actually 147. 147. Though it is technically possible to score 155 if the opponent, in playing a foul shot, leaves the snooker on all reds, allowing the player to nominate a coloured ball as an extra red, whatever that means. So it's 147, but we will take 155. Question number 4, checkout, Oki and Robin Hood are terms used in which sport? Okay, so that's darts. Alex Cairns has got 3 out of 3 so far. Well done. So darts, checkout is the number needed to complete a game. Oki is the line players stand behind. And Robin Hood is throwing one dart into the shaft of another. Blimey, bit of Robin Hood there. Wow, that's quite something. Okay, so we go on to answers number 5. How long is a rugby union match, excluding stoppage time? Well, the answer to that is 80 minutes. 80 minutes. Answers to question number 6. Which US cities are home to the Lakers basketball teams? Do we know that? Los Angeles. Lots of people are doing well in this round. Los Angeles. In polo, question 7, what is a period of play called? It's called a chukker. Question number 8, which is the only city to have held the Summer Olympic Games on 3 occasions? Well, of course, it is London in 1908, 1948 and 2012. Sadie Flanagan, 7 out of 7 so far. Andrew Wilson have got 5 out of 5. Keep totting them up. I'd like to know how much you got out of 55. 10 questions in a round, but don't forget about my naughty Latin question. So 55 questions in all. So next question is question number 9 on the sports. Leaky Ringer is an anagram of one of the UK's most famous footballers of all time. Who is it? Well, it's Gary Lineker, isn't it? Gary Lineker. The answer to number 10, how many runs are scored in a maiden over? Well, the answer to that question is, of course, none. 0. Absolutely 0. So my bonus horticultural question. So which saint is the patroness of gardeners, horticulture, florists, brides and brewers? Well, the answer is Saint Dorothy. And if that's St. Dorothy of Caesarea, and if you're a friend of Dorothy, you are more than welcome here, whenever you like. So absolutely, come next week. Come to my house, come for supper, come for tea. So that was St. Dorothy of Caesarea. So there we are. So lots of people getting 10 out of 10, full house. Congratulations to you. Answers to round 5, TV and film. Question number 1. What was the name of the character played by John Travolta in the film Pulp Fiction? The answer was Vincent Vega. Question number 2. Which light entertainment comedy series was set in a fictional village called Wilmington-on-Sea? Do we know that? Dad's Army. Doing very well on the sports round. I don't know people do so well in TV and film. The answer to number 2 is Dad's Army, Wilmington-on-Sea. Question number 3. Which UK TV game shows have been hosted by each of the celebrities listed? Richard O'Brien. Richard O'Brien, got to open this up, excuse me a tick. Ed Tudor-Pole, Stephen Merchant, and Richard Ayoade. Of course, it was the Crystal Maze. There we go, Crystal Maze. So question number 4, how are Jon Snow and Daenerys related in the Game of Thrones series? Do we know that? Daenerys is Jon's aunt. Absolutely. Daenerys is Jon's aunt. Question 5, what was the last black and white film to win the Oscar for Best Picture? Quite a recent one. And it was The Artist. And question number 6, following on from question 5, what year did this film win the award? Well, it was 2012, so not very long ago at all. This one was a whole lot easier though, wasn't it? Question number 7, who played the iconic film character Ellen Ripley in the Alien series? So the answer to that is Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver. Question number 8, what was the surname of Del Boy and Rodney in Only Fools and Horses? Well, the answer to that one was Trotter, wasn't it? It was Trotter. Question number 9, which fictional country is Black Panther set in? It was in Wakanda. Absolutely. So Wakanda. Yeah. So here we go. David, we're talking about the patroness of gardeners and horticulture. So question number 10, in which year was Coronation Street first broadcast? That was in 1960. So 1960. So we've just got the answer to my bonus horticultural question. We were running up at £1,900. Don't forget to donate on the little link that we've got there. Let's see if we can get it to 2,000. I hope you're enjoying this evening. Please do spread the word. It's what would be wonderful if you could actually just follow and just make sure that you come back next week and that you subscribe to the YouTube channel at Perennial. That would be wonderful. So let's see if we can get it over the 2,000 mark. Cool, Tony Brown, you've done well. Bonus horticultural question. Let's see if Tony can get it to 39. Which bramble named by William Hemsley and valued for its vivid white winter branches has been awarded the Royal Horticultural Society's Award of Garden Merit? Well, of course it is Rubus cockburnianus. Always a classic Latin name. There we are. Rubus cockburnianus. There we are. So that's that. We've gone through all of our rounds. I would love to see how many you've got. We saw that Tony had 38 out of 55, Adam Fajani 29 out of 55, Lisa Rinaldi 28 out of 50, Alison Thurcol, very good, 36, the Packers 37. Goodness me, we've done well. Tim Howell, 36 out of 55, 32 out of 55. We're nearly there. We've got £1,945. Can anybody just donate a little bit more to get us over 2,000 before the end of the evening? Just think about how much you would spend buying a round at the pub, joining a quiz. So let's just see if we could get over the 2,000 mark. Thank you so much for taking part in the quiz tonight. So wonderful to see 150 people here on the first time. Really good. Really, really enjoyed seeing all of you here tonight. Don't forget all the good that Perennial does for us. Perennial will look after us if we need them in the horticultural industry. Perennial did help 1,618 families last year. They'll help the whole of the family the wives, husbands, anybody who's involved with plants and horticulture in any way, shape or form. There's a lot of help needed financially, a lot of direction, help and assistance needed with financing, gaining access to grants, loans, and also a lot of help with gaining mental health advice and help at the moment. So that would be really wonderful if you get you over 2,000. And I must let you know, do please spread the word, and do subscribe to the channel, because it would be lovely if we could have lots more people in here next week. Because next week we've got a fabulous guest. He is a landscape legend, a horticultural hero, a really good mate of mine. He is bound to be cracking as a quiz master. I've been speaking to his sister and his wife, and he absolutely loves a quiz. It is ridiculous how much he loves a quiz. So Pots of Pithoi, the owner of Gardener of the Outdoor Room, and he is, of course, the majestic, wonderful David Dodd. He will be here with you this time next week, 8 p.m. Tuesday night. David Dodd being your quiz master. Join us. I'll be here. I'll be taking part in the live chat. Do keep on subscribing, keep on donating, and keep supporting Perennial whenever you can. Really good to see you. Bottoms up. Drink responsibility. Good night and God bless. So good to see you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We'll see you back here next week. Lots of love to you. I'll be over on the live chat with you. Fabulous. See ya. Over and out.